Hello, Homestead. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
From Homestead Media, this is HHS In-Depth.
Welcome back to HHS In-Depth. On today's show, you'll hear about what not to do in the student parking lot here at Homestead. Later, you'll learn about the lifeguard shortage at Summit Middle School's Natatorium. Then, to wrap up the show, we'll tell you all you need to know about this week's Spartan Sports and a new installment of Down to the Wire. All this and much more coming up on today's Flex Day edition of HHS In-Depth.
Today is Friday, November 1st, and thank you for joining us on HHS In-Depth. I'm Justin Estrada.
And I'm Malik Kamal, and Justin, I just can't believe that October is already over.
Same here, but with November now arriving, it's Turkey Month, so I can't wait for that.
I know, and one of the Thanksgiving traditions is football. Speaking of football, it's been 4 weeks since our last home football game. In the studio now is weather reporter Carly Swimiller to tell us more about the weather conditions for that game.
Yes, I am so excited for tonight's game. Though I don't know a lot about football, I'm excited to see the Spartans on the field once again. Tonight at kickoff, you can expect chilly and clear skies, hitting around 48 degrees. Homestead hasn't had a game in November since 2020, so as it's later in this season than typical, the sun will be set at kickoff, bringing along it cool conditions all night. By 9, you can expect more of the chilly temps as it will be around 43 degrees. As the game wraps up on the Dave S. Walters Memorial Stadium, the temp will drop to around 41. Overall, make sure to bundle up tonight as it is quite the teaser into these winter months. And a reminder that kickoff is at 7:30 tonight. Heading into the weekend, Saturday brings us a beautiful fall day with partly cloudy skies and a high of 61. Sunday warms up a bit to 68 degrees, but it also brings in rainy conditions all day long. Overall, we are seeing a linear progression of our weather outside getting more and more fall-like. For those longing for the weather we saw earlier this week, unfortunately will not extend into the next. So you'll be having to wait until the spring for another day close to 80 degrees. Carly Swimiller, HHS In-Depth.
And now we go beyond Homestead.
Hey Swifties, did you know that Taylor Swift's Eras Tour is making waves in the state capital of Indianapolis? With concerts set for tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday at Lucas Oil Stadium, the city is fully embracing the excitement and economic boost of 81% of ticket holders coming from out of state. Some of the campaigns the city has taken part in includes downtown streets being temporarily renamed, the Motor Speedway creating an Indy car and race helmets to auction off for charity, and the JW Marriott downtown sporting a 300-foot Taylor Swift decal. City officials predicts a 9-figure economic impact, which is figured to rival the city's $300 million economic boost it got from hosting the Super Bowl back in 2012. In local news, early voting kicked off Monday, offering Southwest Allen County residents additional time to cast ballots ahead of next week's presidential election. Long lines have been seen all week, with the last day to vote early at Indiana Westland on Jefferson Boulevard set for tomorrow. Election Day polls statewide open next Tuesday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Thank you, Justin, for some news outside the walls of Homestead. We'll be right back on HHS In-Depth.
Hamilton Southeastern Royals in the first round of sectionals. Be there at 7:30 or watch live on the IHS AA Champions Network.
Welcome back to HHS In-Depth.
The Natatorium at Summit Middle School is in need of more lifeguards. The job is convenient, rewarding, and pays well. Reporter Elena Baker joins us now to tell us the benefits of being a lifeguard right across the street.
For students looking for a part-time job close to the Homestead campus, after meeting the necessary requirements, being a lifeguard at Summit might be a good option for you.
To take the lifeguard certification class, you must be 15 years old. And then there's two main prerequisites to be able to pass that class. The first one is you have to swim 150 yards and then tread water for 2 minutes using just your legs, and then swim 50 more yards. We have lots of guards and extracurricular activities, so we have a constant shifting in need of who's available and who's not. So more guards would be very beneficial.
While there are many different places where you can be a lifeguard, there are a few key aspects that set Summit apart from the rest.
We have very flexible hours. We're able to fit people in. The pay is pretty good, starting at $15 an hour for lifeguards, and we are super convenient, just right across the street from the high school.
It's like in our school district, and our community is good, and it incorporates people from our school and other schools, and I think it's good to have all those different people there.
If you are interested in applying, the steps to do so are simple.
You need to go to the SACS homepage, go to Services, then click on Natatorium, and then find Aquatics, and apply there.
Lifeguarding at Summit not only offers a chance to gain valuable experiences, it also helps to improve the well-being and safety of our community. Elena Baker, HHS In-Depth.
Thanks for the story, Elena. Students, make sure you don't miss out on the early bird pricing of the 2025 yearbook that ends on December 20th. All ordering has been moved online this year. If you have not yet purchased your 2025 yearbook, you can do so by scanning the QR code shown in the graphic or by going to yearbookforever.com.
Get ready for Homestead DECA's second annual Student vs. Staff Basketball Showdown on November 13th at 7 p.m. in Spartan Arena. Tickets are on sale at lunch or at the door. Want to play? Buy a raffle ticket at lunch for a chance to take on the teachers. They hope to see you there on November 13th.
Late last week, Homestead received its first shipment of new student desks and chairs that will eventually be installed within every classroom in the school. The part of the construction project, which began in 2020, faced delays due to budget issues, but the replacement of old furniture is now underway. Over the coming weeks, additional shipments will arrive, and construction and maintenance workers will assemble and install the new furniture in each classroom. All classrooms will feature the same style of furniture, ensuring a cohesive look throughout the school.
Homestead Spartan Alliance Marching Band had a successful weekend at the ISMA Semi-State competition, placing fourth with a score of 89.65, their highest score since the BOA Grand Nationals in 2022. This outstanding performance also qualifies them for their 37th consecutive ISMA State Finals, marking the second longest streak in Indiana. They will perform at 8:15 next Saturday, November 9th, at the Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Congratulations and good luck to all our Spartan performers.
Parking in the student lot each day is a challenge for many of us at Homestead. From crowded lanes to limited spots, it's a daily frustration what we all have to deal with. Here now is reporter Matthias Arzmendi with an opinion piece on the issues that can easily be resolved in the student parking lot.
I'm not too sure how some of you obtained a driver's license, but that's not my concern because I'm here to remind everyone proper parking lot etiquette and how entering and exiting the lots should look. Starting off with entering in the morning, trying to be in the center of your spot as much as you can, because it's no fun trying to uncomfortably squeeze out of your car in efforts to not damage someone else's. So protect your car and make it easier for others and yourself by just parking better. Speaking of parking better, what is this? These are obviously not parking spots, and once again, you're just making it more likely that your car can be damaged. Secondly, turn off your lights. I don't know if there's anything more annoying than trying to relax in your car and in your peripheral vision, you're being blinded by someone's headlights. It's not hard at all to simply flip a knob and turn your headlights off. Finally, there's only one student drop-off line, and that is not in the main lot. So if you're one of these students that get dropped off here, just wait in line like everyone else. Moving on to leaving the parking lot, Try to be more considerate, and as cliche as it sounds, treat people the way you want to be treated. If someone's trying to get out of their spot and you see that everyone ahead of you has blocked them from leaving, just let them out. You can't not let them out, but then when you're in that situation, you complain. No one likes a hypocrite. Lastly, when you're ever in one of these lines that you have to merge into, you're supposed to alternate, and as obvious as that seems, I've almost been hit countless times because someone wanted to skip ahead. The moral of the story is, do your part to keep you and everyone around you safe, or you might end up on the HHS Bad Parking Instagram page. Matthias Arzmendi, HHS In-Depth.
Moving past this pretty average weekend, Monday we're anticipating some rain showers with a high of 69 degrees. There's a 94% chance of rain, so keep that umbrella handy. On Tuesday, the rain clears up, but we'll still have cloudy skies. Temperatures will be about the same with a high of 69 degrees. Wednesday brings partly cloudy skies with a high of 60. By Thursday, we'll see sunny skies with a high of 56, so a little chillier than Wednesday, but still those warmer temps we typically don't see in November. So after a rainy start to the week, we're in for some sunshine as the week progresses. Carly Swimiller, HHS In-Depth.
Welcome back to Down to the Wire. I'm Anelia Rybka, and lots of Spartan sports teams saw action in the past week. Starting off, last Saturday, our girls volleyball team finished their season during regionals with a hard-fought game, ending in a 5-set loss to Carroll. Addie Tyndall had 24 kills, and Kate Jackway picked up 41 assists. Alyssa Hall led the defense with 6 blocks. Congrats on a terrific season, ladies. Last Saturday, the boys' cross-country team went to the cross-country regional competition. The team swept the competition and secured the regional title. Cooper Canablo finished 4th with a time of 15 minutes and 55.3 seconds, and Evan McMahon finished in a close 5th place with a time of 15 minutes and 55.7. Be sure to wish them luck as they head down to Terre Haute to compete at state tomorrow at 2:30. The girls' cross-country team also competed in the cross-country regional and placed 2nd to Concordia. Top racers were Lindsay Arnold in 11th and Kat Perigo and Evelyn Goldstone in 14th and 15th. The top 3 teams in regionals advanced to state, so the girls will be back in action tomorrow at noon, also down in Terre Haute. Each week, one boy and girl are selected by their coaches for excelling in their respective sport. This week's Athletes of the Week are Ben Garion from boys tennis and girls cross country's Lindsay Arnold. Congrats, Ben and Lindsay. Please go to the athletic office to receive your prize. The football team is coming back from a week off for sectional play, so make sure to come out and support your Spartan football team against Hamilton Southeastern tonight at 7:30. The theme is costume, so wear something festive to support our Spartans in postseason play. That will wrap up this week's edition of Down to the Wire. Make sure to follow Homestead Athletics on both Instagram and Twitter for updates on Homestead-related sports news. Anelia Rybka, HHS In-Depth. Back to you, Malik and Justin.
Thank you, Anelia, and thank you to everyone watching the show today.
That'll do it for today's episode of HHS In-Depth.
Make sure to follow our socials to keep up with the latest news from Homestead Media.
Have a great 3-day weekend, Homestead, and we'll be back here again next week.